This slide is the impact of English language support on academic achievement and participation. This is for the Signature Project Stage 2 in my class at EDC High School at the University of West Alabama, and my name is Megan Bailey. First, I would like to talk about the identified problem with English language learners. English language learners have a difficult time understanding grade level content. Therefore, English language learners need EL support in the classroom as well as being pulled out of the classroom to engage in academic content. English language learners receive EL support. Teachers are adjusting their teaching methods for English language learners to participate. Without EL support, English language learners are affected in the classroom by low participation and do not show progress in learning. And that's why I started at 10th grade into 11th and 12th grade for English language learners' participation. In this graph, it shows the EL support classroom data. Student support in the classroom is effective when the students participate with the EL support. In the blue, you can see that it's the number of students engaged in EL support, and in the red is the number of students not engaged in EL support. However, all the students that are in this research are receiving EL support. The people in the red, the data in the red just shows that the English language learners chose not to have EL support or participate in the classroom. That's from observation. The classroom data explanation is the data was collected to determine how many English language learners engaged in participation in classroom assignments with English language support in the classroom. Based on the graph, it shows how many students chose to participate and how many students chose not to participate. When English language learners participate in the classroom, they have higher achievement on grades that include tests, assignments, and participation in the classroom. And based on the graph, there are some students that are English language learners that chose not to participate with the EL support, which can negatively affect them academically. Student achievement is extremely important. Students who fail to show participation with the EL support have a negative impact on student achievement. Students who participate in the classroom with EL support have a positive impact on their academic performance. This can be in math class or English class as well as their science and history class. This just focuses on EL support with English language learners in the general education classroom. The methodology is the use of quantitative approach to conduct a research and use of test measurements and observation. This population for the research is consisted of 4 to 8 English language learners in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. The sample that is given is pre- and post-assessment and classroom observation. The technique sample is convenience sampling, which is a normal classroom setting where the researcher, will be observing and giving the pre and post tests. The data collected, like I said, is 4 to 8 English language students in grades 10th through 12th at EDC High School. They are notified before the experiment begins, which we will talk about later. All students will be assigned a number to protect student identities. The group will receive a 3-week study. The data collected from participants will be from English language learners who receive the support. Their pre-test will be at the beginning of week 1. Their post-test will be at the end of week 3. The observation goes throughout all 3 weeks. Data collected is first administrative approval for participation in research. The consent form is sent out to the family with the parents knowing what the research is about as well as the student, and to let them know the student's name is protected and their identity is protected. IRB is approval and student identity is protected as I stated. Internal validity ensures all students are participating equally and signed up for that are signed up for the research. External validity is the findings found in real-world setting based on classroom observation and pre- and post-assessment. The expected results are based on the improvement on English language learners' participations from the beginning to the end while having EL support in the classroom. Beginning is observations and pretest. The end is observation and post-test. When I do the observation, it can include how students are behaving in the classroom, how they are interested in what is being taught. Are they receiving their EL support? Are they participating in discussion? And are students actively working on assignments and assessments? That data will be collected each day that is being observed with the students. Timeline and procedure is critical. The researcher will obtain the administrator's approval and send consent forms home with students for a 4-week study. In week 1, the researcher will administer a pretest and begin observations. The teacher will continue to conduct ongoing professional observations of participation, engagement, and performance. As students take assessments, complete classwork, or take quizzes, the teacher will collect data. As I said, their name is marked out. They will not have an identity except for their names being a letter. In week 4, the teacher will administer a post-test. Most of the observation is during the first 3 weeks. Last week of 4 is giving the post-test and collecting the data and assessment grades and comparing pre- and post-assessment results. Data change and reflection. Changes made to the research. I would possibly like to see more data on English language learners grow from 10th to 12th grade in English language for ACT scores to have a better understanding on achievement performance, not just in the classroom, but actually see ACT scores with English language learners and take in what they have learned in the classroom and see what they have done on the ACT. Additional research can be done by using strategic grouping for English language learners and focus more on the development of comprehension and vocabulary for English language learners. That is crucial for English language learners and EL support in the English classroom to make adequate progress, and I would do some more research on that particular part of English language learners. Thank you so much and have a great day.